I'm going to statistically analyse some of the best player transfer options for game week 14 in this video. It's such a quick turnaround, so let's get straight into it. Whether you're new to the channel or you just enjoy FPL content, hit that subscribe button, keep up to date with team selection videos, watch list, transfer tips, wildcard, all that good stuff. Let's have a look at those players. Let's start off with Ilkay Gundogan then. His fixtures look really good for Manchester City. You could almost argue he is, or Manchester City are fixture proof. They've got Villa away, green fixtures with Watford, Leeds and Newcastle coming up in the next 6 games. To mingled with that, you've got Wolves and Leicester. 7.2, he's not cheapest, but again, if I offered you a Manchester City player that was playing quite far forward and he was playing most games, I think you would accept 7.2. And most people, a lot of people have gone for Foden, who's £1 million more, 3.1%. He's a differential as well at the moment. Surely that's only going to go up, especially after his goal at the weekend. 3 goals, 1 assist this season. His XGI is absolutely brilliant. 0.74, that's really good. Shots per 90, more than acceptable at 2.44. He looks like a really good option. I've put question mark over nailed. We know Pep loves him from last season. Even when his sort of goal scoring form fell a little bit short when KDB came back, he was still playing in that side. XGI is absolutely really good. Fixtures look excellent. Just a reminder what he did last year, 13 goals, 2 assists. I think if you offered me that for a 7.2 midfielder that not many other people have, I think you'd snap my hand off. The only thing with Ilkay Gundogan is there are 3 other options in that Manchester City midfield as well. You have the likes of Foden and Bernardo. So if we just compare them side by side, we've got Bernardo's got obviously more goals there. Foden, they've all got goals, which is great. They've all got assists. XGI, Gundogan probably just shades it over the other 2. Shots in the box, with Bernardo on the same amount of money as Gundogan, you would have to say his shots in the box does concern me, only 1.3 per game. He just so happens to be really clinical with the chances he's getting, but he's just not shooting that often. But one thing that I suppose separates Foden from the other 2 is his price. You're paying £1 million more for him. But if I highlight the areas where the top statistics, Bernardo's got most goals. The price is obviously beneficial for Gundogan and Bernardo. Bernardo's shots per 90, 2.4, is much higher than Foden and Bernardo's. His XGI, his expected goal involvement, 0.74, is the best of the 3 already, as we can see. It's just his role in the side, I suppose. At the moment, Foden is a doubt to come back in. Bernardo's playing, but Gundogan seems to be getting more further forward. He just looks the 1 out of 3 that I would choose. The price swings it for me as well. I really like Gundogan. I think he's a really good option, and I am seriously considering bringing him into my side. Next on the list is another player that is on the horizon, another player that I am really interested in, and that's Marcus Alonso. 5.6. He has obviously come back into our thinking with the injury to Chilwell. We know from what Tuchel says it's going to be at least 6 weeks. His body apparently has responded well. They hope that he won't have surgery, but we'll have to wait and see. But he's at least out for 6 weeks. Then you've got to think he's going to be weaned back into the side. He's not going to come straight back in. In the meantime, the other options appear to be limited. When Chilwell was missing at the start of the season, back after the Euros, Alonso was filling in there, and he was playing really well. It's only 9.2% owned. People obviously getting onto him with that Chilwell injury, just moving across onto him. He got some minutes at the weekend as well. 5.6, decent price. We know from the past how attacking Alonso can be. Just the 1 goal, 1 assist. I say just 1 goal, 1 assist. We're comparing him, I think, to the likes of Reece James, to Chilwell, to the Trent Alexander-Arnolds, who've just been insanely aggressive. But that XGI per 90 minutes, 0.29. He's a defender. That is still pretty good. It's on a kin with people like Cancelo, and we wouldn't hesitate to get on him. But Alonso's a fraction of that price as well. Shots per 90, he's getting forward 1.61. He passes the eye test absolutely. If you watch the games in which he plays in, he is at times almost playing as a left winger. Watford away, West Ham, that'll be a tricky game. You've got Leeds, Everton, Wolves, Villa. You just think that those, again, Chelsea, you could argue, are fixture proof. Not only has he got that attacking threat, but you've got those Chelsea clean sheets to consider as well. He's just so attacking. Nailed. I put a question mark because Pulisic came on at the weekend and played kind of on that wing back. There was So I'm not entirely sure if I was to jump onto him, and I do like the idea of going onto him. Is he going to play? That's my only concern. I can't imagine Pulisic is going to play on that left wing back. So it would have to be Alonso. Was it just that they're chasing the game against Man U? Is that why Alonso's come off? Obviously, he has not played for a little while. Great fixtures coming up for him as well. And just remember, those wing backs playing for Chelsea, 11 of the 13 games, they have produced returns. Only Man City and Man United have managed to stop wing backs from getting returns against for Chelsea wing backs. So bear in mind, just by playing on the wing, he almost feels like he's going to get a return. Alonso, for me, he's on my radar. I want to get him in for Watford, but at the same time, I want some security, and I just want to see if he's going to play. But then I feel like I'm missing, so it's a gamble, I think, with Alonso. I can't see many other choices that Chelsea have. So, do you go across there? Also, if you've got the likes of Reece James and Rudiger, like myself, do you triple up on that Chelsea defence? I don't think it worries me too much if you would. But Alonso, great option. Historically, looks really attacking and going forward. And without Chilwell, could say he's nailed as well. Jadon Sancho then, big money signing. So much was expected of him when he came from Borussia Dortmund in the summer. He got his first goal weekend at Chelsea. And he obviously got the goal in the Champions League at Villarreal as well. So you could argue he's in a little bit of form. No assists as such. Those fixtures are the reason why really at the moment we're looking at Manchester United assets. And we're struggling, I am, to find anyone other than Ronaldo that I would like to jump on. So Sancho, possibly. 8.9, he's not cheap. 1.9% owned. Really good differential. But look at those fixtures. Arsenal at home could be tricky. Palace, Norwich, Brentford, Brighton, Newcastle. I mean, 4 of those 5 you would really want to target. So Manchester United, Jadon Sancho, if he plays against those fixtures, wow, that could be really good. Just a reminder, in the last 2 seasons for Borussia, I know it's a different league, a Bundesliga, playing for a top side over there, 57 goal involvements on average in 58 games. Not saying he had goal involvements in every one of those games, but he got goal involvement, 57 goal involvements, sometimes 2 or 3 in a game, over 58 game. That's Kane levels of returns that we saw last year. That is incredible. He's got good fixtures. Could you argue he's got form? He's got 2 goals in the last 2 games. I have doubts about the fact that new manager's coming in, but he is scoring goals. It doesn't appear to be anyone else in that side at the moment that's going to take that place away from him. Minutes is another issue as well. He's not playing full 90 minutes. Maybe it'll be a new lease of life with those fixtures. If he's going to come good, you would think it's going to be now. 8.9, difficult to get into the side. Would you have him instead of a Son? Not sure. I'm going to have him on my watch list. I'm certainly going to be keeping an eye on him. If he gets a good run of fixtures, he could be a real good differential that I want to get on board. We talked about him the other week, and we're going to talk about him again. Emmanuel Dennis for 5.3 million, a player who's got 5 goals and 6 assists this season in just 12 games. It's got to be a conversation we need to have. 11.2% owned, still quite low, I think. He's going to go up as well. Goal involvement is pretty good, but he's completely over-exceeding that expected goal involvement, 0.45. He's around about 90%. Shots in and around the box 90 per 92.56. That's decent as well. One thing that puts you off is those fixtures. Chelsea and Man City at home in the next 2 games. That looks as hard as it can possibly get. So would I want to bring him in for those? No. The only times I think I would want to bring him in is if I'm just trying to get him as an enabler to bring someone else in. But 7 goal involvements in the last 5 games. Obviously, he had that great game against Man United. Started all but 2 fixtures. I would say at the moment he's absolutely nailed on. Short-term fixtures are the one thing that puts me off him. But cost 5.3. If he enables you to do something now, I don't think you can ask for a better striker than him at the moment. He would definitely come into the side. And then Brentford, Burnley, Palace, then you'd be looking to take him off the bench. But as an enabler, I don't think I'd look any further than a forward of Emmanuel Dennis. For other players on the watch list we had earlier on in the week, please refer to my watch list video. We had Son, we had a look at Jota, Saint-Maximin. They've got great fixtures coming up. Go through their stats. Jota, as a reminder, was just insanely good. So he's potentially someone to look on, especially for Firmino, potentially out until the middle of December. So Maximin, 2 huge games coming up for Newcastle. So he could be a player that could make a big difference, a good differential as well. Son, though expensive, even the game against Burnley being called off very late, That doesn't put me off Son. I think if anything, he's had the rest now. Could work in his favour. Midfielder, we know how devastating he can be. So those 3 players we looked at already in detail. I don't want you to think we're overlooking them because we haven't, but check the previous video out for those. If you found this useful, guys, please hit that subscribe button. Put any comments below. In the meantime, good luck. We'll have a team selection video out shortly. Thanks for watching.